Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm sharing 3 video clips and I want to give a well-earned shout out to our European viewers. We all know the political climate we're dealing with because of the orange guy in the White House. While Canada was the first to push back, it's great to see so many European countries and others like Australia joining the US boycott. Stick around to the end. We've got a powerful breakdown showing which countries are cutting ties with the US-made goods. And if you're new here, a quick like and subscribe helps us to keep going. Let's get into it.
So before you would have come in and you would have taken these chips?
Yes, I used to take this one, but now, well, I took this one.
Across Europe, a quiet protest is playing out in supermarket aisles. American products left untouched. The hashtag Boycott Trump is gaining traction as Facebook groups rally Europeans to push back against US policies with their wallets. Michel joined a French group in March.
As long as we had aggressive policy of American administration, we want to make pressure to say, stop it.
His group even provides an app called De-Trumpify Yourself that lets consumers know if a company's funding traces back to the United States.
Fanta, I wonder if it is. So we just use the app and it says, yes, it's
American.
So
So you put it
American.
back.
Well, we'll try with that. We look like
This is a very French brand.
very French, but sometimes we have surprised. Yes.
Good,
So
we can buy it.
it.
But sometimes you get surprises
Yeah.
because you find that a company that you thought was French has in fact been
Yes,
bought by an
yes,
American group,
exactly,
and that's the point of the app.
Exactly.
One recent survey in France found that 6 out of 10 people support consumer boycotts of US goods.
60%. And that's just France. Now imagine adding in Canada, Germany, the UK, Denmark, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and so many others around the world. That combined impact is absolutely going to hurt the US economy. Let's keep going.
The poll also showed that the hardest hit American brands included Tesla, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Victoria's Secret. But it's not just products. Travel to the US from Europe is also down. In March, visits dropped 17% compared to the same time last year.
It's changed the way we travel. It's changed the way we consume. There's hesitation and fear about going to the United States.
So Guylaine, who asks us not to use her last name as she has family in the United States, joined a small group of American protesters on Thursday. Just here in Paris, there have been 3 anti-Trump protests in as many weeks, including this one, at the heart of what is a traditional day of demonstration here in Paris, the May Day protest, with a decidedly American feel. Now, this group include not just Americans who live here, but also some of their European allies and American tourists who've just taken a day off of their vacation to make their voice heard.
I'm here for my grandparents, who were immigrants from Italy, and there was prejudice against them, and they were very, very proud to be in America, and I'm not sure they would be today.
Melissa Bell, CNN, Paris.
There's a trend right now in Europe of ditching American products. No Coca-Cola, no Oreos, no Philadelphia cream cheese. That's because the Trump administration is making it more expensive for Europe to sell things to the US, possibly hurting European businesses. Here in Germany, this many people said they'd rather not buy American products.
60% for France, 64% for Germany. You can see where this is going.
Right now.
And Facebook and Reddit groups have reached hundreds of thousands of members in total.
In Denmark, where emotions are running especially high due to Trump's promise to take over Greenland, some supermarkets are even labeling European-made products so that people can avoid US brands more easily. And while it's hard to find concrete data on whether these boycotts work, Tesla, which is closely linked to Trump through Elon Musk, has seen a drop of this much in European sales. What do you think of boycotting?
7 countries that boycott US goods. 1. Denmark. Denmark's anger started when Trump threatened to buy Greenland. That turned into boycotts. Shoppers ditched Coca-Cola for Jolly Cola. Sales of the local brand jumped 13 times in March. Supermarkets added star labels to help people spot European goods. Online groups exploded. Boycott Vafra USA hit 80,000 members fast. Some gave up Colgate, Heinz, even favorite beers. Even Danish veterans turned their backs on US brands. They felt betrayed by America's shifting alliances. 2. Canada. Canadians didn't take the trade war lightly. They booed the US anthem at hockey games. They canceled trips across the border. Apps like MapleScan helped them avoid US products. That meant skipping everything from pizza toppings to whiskey. Ontario pulled a $100 million Starlink deal. The liquor board even cleared US spirits from the shelves. A poll found 85% of Canadians were replacing American goods. 3. France. France turned economic anger into organized resistance. Boycott USA, Buy French and European, gained 20,000 members in 2 weeks. Some businesses, like solar firms, dropped Tesla orders worth 6 figures. Farmers joined in. So did shopkeepers and everyday buyers. Even wine lovers started saying no to US imports. That followed threats of 200% tariffs on champagne. 4. Germany. Germany didn't just boycott, it burned. Tesla's brand took such a beating that 4 cars were set on fire in protest. A famous violinist canceled his US tour. Christian Tetzlaff said it was a moral opposition to Trump's policies. Car buyers moved away from American brands. To many, Musk's growing political role made Tesla toxic. 5. Norway. Norway's protest was quiet but firm. Haltbach, a top fuel supplier, stopped servicing US Navy ships. The decision followed a chaotic White House meeting. Zelensky was publicly insulted during the broadcast. The company called it the biggest shit show ever. It pulled the plug on all future supplies. It encouraged Norwegians and Europeans to follow its lead. 6. Mexico. Mexico responded with both policy and consumer pushback. The country kept tariffs on US steel and aluminum. It refused to offer trade concessions outside the USMCA. Mexican shoppers turned toward local products. Dependence on US imports started to shrink. 7. Sweden. More than 70,000 Swedes joined a boycott group. It even included Facebook, ironically hosted on Facebook itself. They shared alternatives to US goods. These ranged from toothpaste to tech. The movement emphasized national pride. It also pushed ethical purchasing. People wanted their money to reflect their values.